Non-competition clauses in Canada are invalid unless they meet very specific criteria. They have to be reasonable as to the geography, as to the amount of time, and also to the limitations. So you certainly can't have a clause that says someone can't compete against you for 5 years in the whole world in any way. It has to be limited to be reasonable competitors to protect the business interest that you have. But limited non-competition clauses are valid, although the public policy, from the public policy perspective, there's a very strong standard that they have to meet. A lot of non-competition clauses that are out there are, in fact, invalid. Non-solicitation clauses are more likely to be valid. That's protecting the employer's clients, that's protecting the built-up relationships. They are often more so valid to protect those relationships. If someone does solicit, and specifically solicit, they might owe damages to their past employer if they breach a contract. So it is important to abide by non-solicitation clauses often. If you're terminated, it opens up a very interesting scenario, because if an employee is wrongfully terminated, which can either be they're accused of cause or just that they're not given enough notice, then any what would be called restrictive covenants, non-competition clauses or non-solicitation clauses become invalid generally under Canadian law in their contract. So if you're wrongfully terminated, then you can generally compete as much as you want against your past employer, no matter the previous contract. What that means to an extent is that it's very important as to whether or not termination, if you're interested in competing, counts as wrongful, and something often that employees hire an employment lawyer to be able to negotiate out, but it puts you in a strong position. On the other hand, if an employee is let go and they want to compete, they have to be very careful about that competition, because their employer might well attempt to use that as a chilling effect to cut down on competition.